Good morning, everybody. I'm here.
I'm here.
Ed Parcaut, and I'm with Mike Kelly.
Kelly.
Yeah, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. That means we do it Monday,
Monday
through
through
Friday on here, and then Saturday we're on the radio, Sunday replay, and then we upload that as a podcast. If it's a new one, if it's a replay, it didn't get uploaded because of that. All righty. A lot of non-news today. Let's see. What was the news today?
Non-news.
No, we had mortgage applications and 10-year auction, which we won't know about till later. The Mortgage Banker Association came out and released their mortgage application data for the week of last week. And the overall application volume increased by 2.6%, which I was surprised. I thought for sure we would be down, not up.
I thought down, not up too.
Well, I just thought because the rates moved up so much that, and I don't mean so much, but what I mean, overall than what we were expecting. And, that's just where it is. So, all right. So your applications for purchases a home were up 1.8%. So it's like two more. And for the week, and two more applications for the week, and then up 17% year over year. Refinances increased by 4.5% from previous week, and now are 6% lower compared to 1 year ago. So they're really down.
Nope.
Yes, because a year ago we did hardly anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. What else we got? There's a ADU, right? Everybody's into ADUs in California.
Seem to be.
And there's a company out of Las Vegas. They're called Boxabl, Boxabl, and they create this thing that comes out, and you open it up, and they're done within like an hour of putting it together.
Really?
Yeah.
So you just got to bolt it to a foundation?
361 square feet home with a full kitchen, bathroom, living area, and sleeping area.
Wow.
And it's shipped from their manufacturing in Las Vegas. And the reason they're probably doing it in Vegas is because they don't have the stupid EPA rules that we have here in California. Because they have that one company, what is it? S2A modular or whatever out of Patterson, and I don't think they're building yet. So
because they're trying to appease the EPA.
Well, no, I just think it takes longer in California to do everything, but this place it's a startup, and you can even invest in the company if you want to invest some money in their company. They announced that they got approval by California to be able to send these things. There was about 23,000 of them that was created last year in the state of California so far. ADU units, not their company, but just in general.
Right.
But this is one, you buy it, they ship it, they drop it on a foundation, you hook up the plumbing and electrical, and you're done. There's no like, okay, well, we got to build. And the costs are on average on these things 20% cheaper than doing it on site.
Sounds like a good way to go.
And you don't have to worry about weather. And you have a supervisor on staff at all times. If you want to know more information about it, go to that. That's a short code for you.
It's a short URL.
Yeah. So, but they're Boxabl. You can just Google that or just go with that short URL. The other thing that people are worried about, and I don't say people, but the Wall Street, everybody who looks at overall numbers of credit cards and everything, they're worried about phantom debt. Phantom debt is not like Batman's, arch rival.
Yeah.
It's more like we talked about it before, the buy now, pay later programs.
Right.
They don't get reported to the credit bureau unless you don't pay them.
Right.
Then they report.
Yeah.
But so you can buy a ton of stuff on buy now, pay later and be, and they don't know about it.
The tracking.
For saying how much debt's out there and how much we added to the credit card debt and all that stuff is not out there because there's no way to track that right now. So they're really worried about that. Yeah. And then the government decided to spend more of our money.
Where?
Yeah. Well, first, you've heard about the Bridge to Nowhere, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that is the 1800. What is it? That's the part of the high-speed rail that they've completed so far, which costs, and they completed it. It was approved in 2008, and the cost of $100 billion, and they spent $100 billion to complete a 0.3 mile stretch of road, which takes you like 5 minutes to walk by yourself.
Right. Well,
and it goes to nowhere.
It goes nowhere. It's pretty as all get out.
Well, basically, 1,800 square feet.
Yeah. It's
1,800 square feet long.
Lots of concrete arches.
I looked at it. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That costs $1 billion.
Well, you know who got that contract?
Whose company?
Dianne Feinstein's husband's.
Oh, that's a problem.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's sitting there and everybody's making fun of California because you spent all this money, $1 billion, and put this piece of concrete there and doing nothing with it.
Yeah. And high-speed rail, you would think that you want it mostly to go straight.
Well, high-speed rail, you'd want it has a little curve on there.
Yep.
But the question really is how come it costs so much money to build that piece?
Money laundering.
You think?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, speaking
A
of
lot of
giving
graph, a lot of bullshit, a lot of all that stuff. You think it's not happening?
Well,
oh no, they wouldn't do stuff like that. Oh hell yes, they're doing stuff like that.
Yeah. So that was finished in 2018 and it was $1 billion. That piece of thing was $1 billion. And how expensive would this high-speed rail be if they put it together from Los Angeles to San Francisco like they wanted to do, to, you know, the whole thing? It says 100 billion. That's no way, not in their numbers.
Think of what you could have done for the homeless and other issues worth $1 billion.
Think of what you could have done for homeless vets and vets
Exactly.
with PTSD and vets with other issues that we need to deal with.
$1 billion.
Who allowed these idiots to be in government because of what we did.
What you guys did.
Yeah. All right. So again, giving free money away and not caring where it really goes. The White House and HUD announced $5.5 billion in housing and community development grants. Right.
Yeah.
So, but first, that's your favorite person. Where's her quote?
Oh no.
Yes. It was
which favorite person is
that?
Would
be the vice president. For people across our nation, a home represents financial security, the opportunity to build wealth and equity, and foundation for a better future for themselves. And
you're trying to laugh like that.
I can't do a hyena. Their children and future generations. That's why President Biden and I are expanding our historical investment in housing by announcing a $5.5 billion that will increase access to affordable housing, investing in economic growth, and addressing homeless in communities throughout America. The problem is, and I know I made fun of it, but the problem is, okay, that sounds like a great thing.
Right.
So when I hear about housing, I'm thinking helping people buy a house. Affordable housing, I think about helping people buy affordable housing. No, they're talking about rentals.
Oh.
They're talking about creating stuff for people to rent and other things. So the grants,
they'll own them.
Yeah. So the funding they will be distributed through more than 2,400 grants to 1,200 communities, various states and urban, whatever. 3.3 billion were distributed through the Community Development Block Grant Program to 1,254 recipients in the states. And what they had done is they made some suitable living environments and expansion of economic opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's the housing there? The other 1.3 billion would go to 668 recipients. Thanks. So easy for you to say.
Yeah.
Of newly affordable housing units through Home Investment Partnership Program. They created 1,300 units in 2023.
13,000.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah,
13,000.
I'm here to help.
Right. Assisted with tenant-based rental assistance. Okay. This is great. This is not how we fix people for the future. My problem was her statement about how homeowners, it's the problem. They say under this, this is what we're doing it for. And now it sounds all great. But when you get into it, it barely helps anybody. And it's all about rental people.
Right.
And that's not,
I don't know that helps the rental people create wealth.
Well, no, it doesn't. That's the problem with her statement. Yeah. Affordable housing, because we have it here in Modesto, and it's great for people who can't afford and they have a nice place to live, all that stuff. It helps them get stepped up. But the problem is a lot of times when you help people like that, they never leave.
Yeah.
Because it's too easy to
I'm just amazed that she didn't start where she began, didn't do a full circle talk. She actually said something.
This is just, but I'm sure they cleaned it up. Yeah, I'm sure they cleaned this. This is what she was supposed to say.
Yeah.
And, what are you going to do?
Yeah. For people all across our nation, a home represents financial security.
Yeah, move on.
Yeah, great.
Well, here's the other problem.
Right.
Now. I'm going to show you right now.
Okay. Wait, do we get a graph?
Now we get a picture.
Woo!
Most expensive states for home insurance.
Yeah.
Everybody's bitching in California. We've lost all these people. We're not even on the list.
Wow.
So Florida, average home price for insurance, $11,759 a year. Let's move to Florida, people.
Yeah.
Louisiana, $7,809. Can we say tornadoes?
Yeah.
Oklahoma, can we say tornadoes? $5,700. Texas, $4,437 is the average. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, but they don't have taxes, right?
Yeah, but they got property taxes at 3%.
Look at
It's so
Colorado.
much cheaper. I know that's the fires in Colorado.
Yeah.
I mean, we have fires in California, but they're limited to certain areas all over.
Yeah.
Nebraska, Alabama, Kansas, Arkansas, all those things remind me of something like a tornado.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's look at overall the United States. All right. So the lighter part, like in Alaska, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Nevada, Utah, and those few other ones, they're 900 to 1900 a year on average.
Okay.
And like California, which is the green, we're 1900 to 2900.
Right.
That tells you that we're not that bad off,
No,
even though it's harder to find stuff compared to the rest of the country. So when everybody says, why do you live in California? It's because I like the weather. Insurance isn't bad. The taxes aren't bad. We just have a horrible politicians.
We don't have very many tornadoes.
We don't. And again, thanks Fox News for letting me use this. I want to give you that shout out for letting me do that.
At least it says Fox down there.
Well, I'm not trying to hide. No. I'm going to add you to stage so you can talk about your.
Oh, you're going to hit that add stage button?
Yeah. So you didn't have
that large enough. That's very nice of you. Look, there's 1,057 closed transactions since January 1.
That's all of
2024.
Now we're in May. So
we are the first week in May.
So that's 4 into that.
Yeah.
That's not that many.
Nope.
1,057. Keep going.
And active listings are continuing to stay kind of high.
264, much better than 203.
Yeah, compared to 2023, active listings are staying in the 400s, just under the 500 mark, which is better than before and still abysmal compared to what a normal year would be.
Right. If we stay here, we're only going to be down about 1,200 compared to a normal year.
Yeah.
But I said if we're not going to stay here because this is more active. April, May, June, July is going to be more active. Then we're going to go back down just like we were. So it could, but I don't know.
And our pendings have dropped off a little bit for the week. So,
well, they have to have listings for that. Your active listings drop.
You do have to have those listings to be able to sell them. The one cool thing is, hey, listings are God. If you've got a listing, it's going to sell. Unless
listings are God.
Yeah. Unless you let the seller run away with the purchase price and you start too high. It'll eventually sell, maybe with the third agent.
Well, the positive thing with Modesto City Schools expanding equitable grading, people won't understand that.
That's not a problem. That could be a good thing.
So they're going to grade on the participation, not on the actual work.
We've gone from sports to school to where we're getting participation trophies.
Yes, student academic level of performance is how they're going to grade. Yeah. Oh, I just lost that screen. I don't know what.
It might be a good thing.
Yeah. Well, they're just taking it away from me.
This is Modesto City Schools. It's saying this.
Yes.
Oh, why?
Because why not?
Okay.
Why not do that?
Testra Noodle.
Huh? No, that was a different. That was a different
podcast.
Yes, very much so.
I'm going to have to go to Testra Noodle when I'm.
And then there's a huge outbreak of tuberculosis in the state of California.
I heard about that the other day.
In Long Beach.
Is that why I'm coughing?
And they're blaming it on the pandemic.
Which one?
I'm blaming it on people running across the border from other countries who weren't as protected as we are.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I'm blaming
That's
it.
not the pandemic.
And I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying that's what it is. If you don't have access to healthcare to check these things and make sure you don't have these things, that's what you're going to get.
Yep. Agreed.
Yep. So that's all I have for today, which is a lot more than I thought I'd have today. But I thought the whole Modesto City Schools would be something to talk about on radio this weekend because I don't think people know. But yeah, tuberculosis have had an upswing since 2020. So what has also had an upswing since 2020? Migrants.
Oh, I was going to say babies.
We got more 7 million or how many of them coming across our border. So
on a daily basis or
no total,
just total.
Yeah, total. So
that's California's border.
That's all borders. So
only 7 million.
Yeah, total.
Oh, I thought it was much higher.
Well, they can't count the gotaways because they have to like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gone away. I can't count that fast.
Exactly.
Use drones to count them. But anyway, that's all I have. As negative as I was about the Modesto City Schools, it's important for education. And all I'm bringing up about tuberculosis is just be careful out there. Make sure you go get your health screening on a regular basis. And if you're a guy, get your ass to the doctor.
No, guys don't do that.
Oh, do it
They
anyway.
wait till oh, I really hurt. And then they find out they have pancreatic cancer and they die in 2 weeks.
Or they limp until you tell them to get to the doctor.
Oh, I've been to the doctor several times. Nice.
Well, I thought a show that
Yank
the
me in
problem
there.
was with this person having all these issues. It was from a gunshot wound that was left the bullet parts in there, and they had lead.
Oh,
You haven't been shot, have you? Where
not
they left the
recently.
parts in? Okay.
It was in the Civil War, but that was a completely different life.
Yeah, that was definitely lead balls.
Yeah, that would give you poisoning.
Yes, it would.
All right, kids.
That's it.
Make it a great Wednesday.
Yes.
It is Wednesday.
It is Wednesday.
Okay.
It doesn't feel like a Wednesday, but it is Wednesday.
It feels like a Friday.
Do me a favor, reach out to a few different people today. Also on social media, we're going to have a person on tomorrow on Aces 53 talking about how they have this AI to help you engage with other people. But what I want you to do is in the mornings when you got your coffee, go like a few people's posts and actually go comment on a couple people's posts and talk to them. If you do 10 to 30 in the morning, 10 in the morning, 10 in, quickly, and just people would appreciate what you're doing. So please reach out to them.
They like to know that they're appreciated and seen,
because we put a lot of content out, and with the radio, when I found out a long time ago, when you're about ready to give up is when people are starting to listen. Same thing with social media. So just because people aren't making comments and telling you, because just like you were telling me the other day, where people were like, "Oh, you're the Real Estate Jerky guy," and I had people.
I listen to you every weekend. Yeah.
And same thing with people go, "Are you the Ed Parcaut Real Estate Jerky?" Well, there aren't any other fucking Ed Parcauts. Excuse my language. Thank God.
Parcaut.
There's only like 10 of us in the world in the United States.
Parcauts?
Yeah, in the United States.
Wow.
Left. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're a dying breed.
Oh, guess what? My son turned 35 today.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Does not seem like 35 years have gone by.
Are you still
that
giving
quickly,
him birthday presents?
Yeah. I got him a present. It was a card.
Did he open it?
No.
Okay, well, don't tell him.
He just recently moved. And so I've been texting him for a little while and said, "Hey, I really need your new address." And
why, Dad?
So finally I called him yesterday and said, "No, I really do need the new address." "Oh, yeah, man, I got busy. Sorry." So his card will be late.
You can always do a online one.
I want him to have some physical paper to throw away.
Okay. Kill a tree. All right, everybody, make a great day. Thanks for being here. We really appreciate you. Reach out to somebody today, a couple people, and tell them how much you appreciate them.
Thank you.
So we'll be waiting for your phone calls.
Yes.
All right.
My number is